What's up, Eric? You know, um, nah, man, I don't think it's raining, man. Well, I hope you wear some boots and keep yourself dry, man. I haven't felt this low in a long time, so forgive me for my lack of enthusiasm. Sure, man, you got it, Eric. Sounds good, bro. Yeah. Hi, Aldrin. Whatever your name is, Aldrin. What's up, man? I'm not eating anything. I'm just eating whatever I can find, and because I'm just not in a good place. Not in a good place. Really, just from rice cakes. That's all. It's always from rice cakes. Nothing too crazy. Guys. I'm just feeling done. I know I've like felt like this before, but honestly, like not to this level. Not to this level. But I'm totally done. Done. Hey, what's up, Susan? How you doing? Did something happen? You know, Tia, thank you for your support. I mean, I'd probably say the same thing if I saw someone, make a video saying they're done. I would just be like, don't give up. You're doing the right thing, I guess. But honestly, if anyone knows me at all, I'm not saying that I tried the hardest, but I don't think there's many people that can say they put in as much heart into everything I am and been for so long. So I hear you. I've, and yet, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I hear you, but it's just Everyone thinks they're in the same boat. It's funny. You know, I'm not saying that we don't swim in similar waters, but I think the boat I'm riding on unfortunately has a lot of holes in it, and you know, these holes keep on sinking the boat down, and no matter how great the boat becomes, or no matter how far deep the boat goes, or no matter who comes on that boat, you know, there's constantly holes on this boat that just keep on sinking it. And every time it's sinking, it comes back to surface, but it comes to a point where you think, you know, maybe coming back to surface is not even the best thing in the world, because it just keeps on sinking. And you know, this boat can have the greatest parties on the boat, the greatest experiences could happen on the boat. This boat could be totally original, and people can come from all over the world and love this boat. You know, it can ride like no other boat sometimes, but every time it starts to gain a little momentum, holes in the boat make it sink. So, you know, I try to patch up those holes. I try to, you know, make those holes better, you know, or whatever the word is. And, you know, I'm telling you, I've already said too much. Sometimes there's nothing really to say. It's beyond what anyone could understand, and I know that sounds crazy, but it's done. I'm loved, but I'm not embraced. There's a difference. So, thank you, Elizabeth. I received that, but, and it's fine. It's life. Not embraced. I'm loved to a certain extent, where it's comfortable for people, but I'm not. And I'm only answering because you're saying it. I'm not going to get into it, but it's okay. The love only goes so deep. And again, it just, you know, it just is what it is. And that's it. You know, I know what I have to do, and I'm going to do it. And that's it. You know, it's really not that hard to figure out. That's what it comes down to, and I know who's who, I know what's what, and I know what I need to do. And that's it. That's it. I don't know, Tia. I don't know. I think if it was going to happen when I least expected it, I don't know. But I'm out of here, though. I don't. Listen, I mean, humans will never give us what we truly want. Even coming on here right now on live, I'm feeling depressed. I wanted to come on and talk. But honestly, nothing will really make a difference. No offense. It's not just for you guys. It goes for everybody. People are shady. We're all shady to a degree. People only love what's lovable. And something can only be lovable if there's something, the way we are as humans, that you can really get from it. And it's not a diss to anybody, because I'm sure I have it too, but once a human being gets to a point where we don't feel that that person can give us anything anymore, our love for them is tainted, you know. And it is what it is. You know, once you see how people now, in the beginning when I put this video up, people didn't know exactly what it was that I was talking about. So people were curious. But you think people really care? Now that I'm starting to talk a little bit and get into what I'm feeling, most people don't care. They leave. And that's fine. They could leave, and they will leave. I'm just simply saying, and maybe I'm wasting my breath, that it's like when you're a teenager and you got a baby face, and all the girls like you, and everyone thinks, you know, and it's like your whole life's in front of you, and you look so innocent. Man, you know, you can almost get away with anything, you know, because you're lovable. You know what I mean? But when you get to a certain point and you become difficult or a challenge or emotional or in some ways a wreck, especially if you don't have like a baby face and you're not like Mr. Pretty Boy, etc., you know, it just changes. I don't know how to explain it. I really don't. I'm trying. I mean, I'm already saying too much, but that's just the way the world operates. We just don't realize it at first, but that's just the way the world operates, you know. We want what we want. We like what we like. Guys want their convertibles, their pretty woman. Women want their nice shoes, their good-looking guys. They want to get their nails done. They want to get their pedicures. They want to feel good. They want to feel pretty. Guys want to feel, you know, I'm a man, blah, blah, blah. We all have our tendencies. This is the way society operates. And once somebody, again, gets to a point where, you know, and I've gotten to a point where I know that I've given all I can give. I've given all I can give. I've given a lot. A lot. And what sucks is that no matter how much I've given, because of the bad I've done, or because of the emotional issues I have, or because of my wounds, and because of these holes on the boat, I feel like either it's not important what I've done, wasn't good enough, etc., or it didn't achieve me anything to that degree. Hence, even though I've poured all my heart and all my soul into so much, it comes to a point where it really is like a measuring stick. And if your measuring stick is not, I don't even know, I'm tired, I don't even care if I'm saying it right, then that's it. You know, it really comes down to that. You know, you know, and a lot of people will measure us by the bad things we've done and not the good. The only thing I can say is to people that are coming up in generations, young kids like 10 years old, 15 years old, 7 years old, people that are just starting college, be careful about your reputation. Be careful about letting your anger out. Be careful about letting people get the best of you. Because it may feel like in the moment it's okay and you're letting it out. But if you do it enough times, it will haunt you literally the rest of your life. And no matter how much good you do in the world, no matter who you become, no matter how much of if you're a performer, much of a great performer you become, excellent in whatever you do, for the most part, if you mess up so much and just whatever, it just gets in the way of life. And, you know, the Bible says that Jesus forgives, and I believe that, and he loves us. But, you know, people don't forgive a lot of the time, and people don't forget. And we have to live in a world with humans. And until we're just with God, that's just the way the world operates. And that's the system of the world. Hi, Martine, thank you for saying that I should be an actor. Even though it's a compliment, I appreciate it. Also, it's very depressing to me to hear. Because it makes me very sad, actually, to hear those words that I should be an actor, because maybe I was supposed to be an actor, possibly. But unfortunately, because of my emotions, because of some decisions I made, or because just the way life is, I don't want to say I missed that ride, but why do I feel like that ride has already sailed? Or why do I feel like I was supposed to board that ship and I missed it like 15 times? Or why do I feel like I thought the route to that was that and it looked so promising, but then it crashed? And then again, I found another train that goes to the ferry to board it again, to get on it this time, and then that train totally broke down. And then I got on another train that was so promising, and that train broke down. And then more time went by, and more time went by, to the point where that even if that is true, that I could have been or could be, I just feel like that boat has sailed. And you know, you mention it, and I appreciate it, but I became SAG eligible, and I don't want to whine over here. I already am, and I mean, I didn't really come on here to get upset, but you know, I'm just expressing myself. I became SAG eligible for the Screen Actors Guild. Big thing for me, at least, and I finally figure out a way after 2 years to get in, and I try to get some money for it, and then that's not enough. And then I finally try to get a loan, and then it turns out someone stole my credit, so I can't get in. And, you know, my agent hasn't sent me out much. And it just feels like every single road that I take, and I've had so many of these live streams where, and then haters come, and then they use it later to use it against me, and look at him, and I'm so tired of talking about it, you know, but every time I've met a producer who thought I could be good at something, or every time I pass, it just, I don't know. It just, maybe I needed to focus on it more. But, you know, I really thought the Jolly Cat was my ticket, so to speak. I thought the Jolly Cat was my golden ticket. And it was even deeper. It was even deeper than a golden ticket. I thought that the Jolly Cat was not only my ticket to success and to God's will and to becoming an actor, but I really thought that the Jolly Cat was what people needed, you know. And, you know, we live in such a cruel world. You know, now I'm talking about the Jolly Cat, and now we're down to like you know, a couple people just left. And it's so typical. I knew it would happen. I knew that I would lose support if I talk about the Jolly Cat, because people don't want to hear about the Jolly Cat. And that's exactly my point. That it's heartbreaking for me, because I thought that this character was the character. I thought that this was what God had given me, so that I can bring joy, I can bring laughter, I can bring something pure, something different. And not only make it, but I can make an impact in the world. Because I don't think that it's just about, well, let me just become an actor. And this is important, you know, at least to me, that it wasn't just about, well, how do I just become an actor? Because you know something, maybe if I would have been a little selfish, or maybe if I wouldn't have been godly, not that, and that's what crushes me so much, is that I haven't even been godly, but yet my decisions in performing have been to try to honor God. So it's like a catch-22. I missed out on being a real actor because I said, no, I can't really do any role because it's not godly. I got to do the Jolly Cat. I got to do it in a pure way. I got to do it the way I believe God's called me to do it, because I can't just go get headshots. And even though I have an agent and join SAG and just study my craft, because even though, I can play a lot of roles and some of them might be sadistic or whatever, hey, I'll just make it as an actor. I said, no, I'm going to try to do it God's way. I'm going to try to do it the pure way through my own character of the Jolly Cat, acting out this character. And what's crazy is that I chose to do it the pure way. And meanwhile, I'm not even godly. I'm not even that godly. So it's like I chose to reject the ungodly because I felt that I was supposed to choose the godly route. But meanwhile, the image of me that's out there, and yes, it's from all the stuff I've done wrong, I admit it, but still it's not good, is that I'm this, loose cannon. And you know what? It's so remarkable. It's like, well, why didn't I just choose the ungodly route? I would at least, I would have been bad, but at least I would have had some kind of, even if it's worldly, success. But no, I choose to say, you know what? I'm going to choose Jolly Cat. I'm going to choose, and for the past, how many years, since 2006, I've been, even though as messed up as I am, I've been trying to believe God for something. And I've seen people laugh. I've seen the impact it makes, and I'm tired of talking about it because it keeps on crashing and burning, so to speak. And then you got people that come on here, they're like, we told you so. We told you so. You're never going to go anywhere. Why don't you wake up and blah, blah, blah. But then I feel like God continues to show me again and again and again. And I keep on going, and I keep on missing opportunities. And I'm tired of talking about it because nobody wants to hear it. That's why there's only 6 people here. And I don't want to hear it. That's why I'm probably going to get out of here in a minute, because I'm tired of hearing myself too. So we have something in common, the people that are left. You're tired of me and I'm tired of me. We're both tired of me. Someone brought up something, so I'm expressing myself. But trust me, I'm tired of myself too. I'm tired of hearing myself. I'm talking about the same thing. And that's why I said in this video, I'm done. And I don't know exactly what that means, but I'm done. And I don't know exactly what that entails, but I'm done. And I can tell by always, not just this video, I tried to do a little experimental comedy performing arts a half hour ago. I made a video with this music, with this keyboard. And of course I don't know how to play it. I'm not a keyboardist. But I tried to use my acting and a little bit of the Jolly Cat to make some faces and sounds and have some fun. Maybe some of it was good, maybe some of it wasn't. And what do I get? Again and again, I get barely any support. Nobody likes it. And that's not the point. It's just one video. But it just seems like whether it's that video, whether it's this, whether it's that, it all just continues to crash and burn. And then I feel like God continues to show me, no, you got to keep on going. You got to keep on trusting. And then people come up to you, oh, Jolly Cat, you do so much good for us. You make us laugh and blah, blah, blah. People stop their cars, Jolly Cat this and Jolly Cat that. And then I go tonight and I make everybody laugh and I make money and I feel good. And yes, it's all good and it keeps me going. But then again and 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 again, it just keeps on crashing and burning. So obviously, there's something wrong with me. Obviously, it's got to be me. Because I don't think that it's just that, God favors people and just doesn't favor me. I hate to believe that. I hate to believe that God just won't bless me because he thinks I'm horrible. Obviously, I'm joking around. I'm being playful.